Good morning, everyone. Had to close the door. I want to thank everyone for the overwhelming response to my other video. It took me the 2.5 hours this morning to answer all the comments. That was a lot of comments. There were so many, and so many were so heartwarming that, I just love that. I read every single comment you leave on my YouTube channel. Absolutely every single comment. What I want to do now, because I'm pretty late, because I had to answer all of those, I don't have time to do a pouring video. But I did want to thank all the people that, I think they read that message that someone said, send $1 to Annemarie, because a lot of people sent me $1, some sent me a bit more. But you're all on here, and this is an up-to-date list as of this morning, 10 o'clock, something like that. So everything that comes after 10 o'clock, you'll see yourself on here tomorrow. I got everything set up, and I'm going to be doing a pour this afternoon when I get back from work. I have a meeting, pretty long meeting, and when I get back, I'll make some videos. I promise. Don't want to have you guys not having a pouring video. So I had a lot of questions in between about the cells, and it just gets to me that people, they write me and they say, I do exactly the same thing you do, but I don't get cells. So I think I'll be doing a video on how to do cells, at least some way that you can see that your silicone is working, because I just think sometimes maybe people have the wrong silicone. WD-40 has, everyone thinks it's silicone, but they also have some spray cans that contains no silicone. And then you can torch and do what you want, but you're not going to get any cells out of that. But I think I'll make a video to show you how to test. That would be best. I think a lot of people would like that, because I had one person that said, I think I am missing a secret ingredient. So like I'm not showing everything I'm putting in there. I promise, I cross my heart, hope to die, I show you guys every single thing I put in my paint. There's nothing special, nothing magical. If I were to come up with something that was even better than silicone, you guys would be the first to hear about it, I swear. So the paintings from yesterday, some people wanted to see them, and you can see by the shiny spots, it's not totally dry. Usually I would put my hand on there, but not this time, because there are still some spots here and there that are not totally dry. So, but I am liking the paint. There's almost no pinholes. So that's good, because I had a period that I had so many pinholes. It was just sort of sickening. So this is the other one, and this one is already sold. Someone wrote an email, and they really like this. I think it's the swirly bits in between that they really like, because this is beautiful. Once I clean this off, and I'll show you how to do that. A couple of people asked me, how do you get the silicone off? And I put them in the direction of Danny Clark. Danny Clark is an artist that does the same things I do, only he does it a little bit more on the scientific side. He will write down weights and write down stuff, and if you're into that, if you'd like the scientific side of pouring, please go over to Danny Clark. It's Danny, you know how to spell that, D-A-N-N-Y, and then Clark is C-L-A-R-K. So go over to his website, and he will show you how to get the silicone off with baby powder or alcohol. And I'll be doing one of those videos too, because so many people are asking about it. So if you put talc powder on the silicone and you rub it in, all that silicone will be pulled into that talc powder. then if you wipe your your canvas clean and you do a really quick wipe with alcohol, well, you're good to go. You can varnish whatever you want. So this one also is, I see that this is a little wet, so I won't be touching it. I'll just wait for this to dry perfectly before I take off the silicone and varnish. And the same goes for this one. And this weekend I have my whole weekend cleared to get you guys some really good videos. When I'm coming back from work today, I'm going by the second-hand shop and I'm gonna get some records. So I'll be making like a video with 3 pours on a record. I won't do one video with one record because that's too short. But I'll give you some videos with pouring on records. Then someone asked me to do a pour on my banding wheel, that spinny thing, but then on a square canvas. So I'm gonna be doing that. I might even do that on a 40 by 40. That would be so cool. So that's what I'm gonna do. And someone asked me to do orange colors, so that's what I'm gonna do. Some fiery orange and red and white. Oops, I got paint on me again. And I have my husband's bathrobe on, so I don't want to get paint in there. So then another thing, someone asked me, you know, I can't get inspiration for colors. And normally what I do is I stand in front of my paint, and that's why I like the cupboard, because I can see all my colors of paint. And I like to stand in front of my paint and just, you know, start picking colors out. And I'll put them in front of me, like, I'll show you what I mean. Like, I will do this. Okay, I like that color. Does that go with it? I think so. Then I keep that. Then I pick another color. Does that go with it? I think it does. And then I think, okay, to bring this all together, I need a darker blue. Then I'll just take a darker blue. And then I look at it and I think, nah, they don't go together. Let's take a even darker blue. That looks good. And then I'll think, well, maybe I need a really pretty contrasting color. And then I'll just go over and get the white. And maybe say, I want something to really pop. Then I would go for this one or that one. I wouldn't put both in. But I'd say, okay, this is my color palette. And you might even say, nah, I'm going to take this one out. And this is what I'm going to use. Can you see how easy it is? But if you're having difficulty with this kind of stuff, then I have a tip. Because sometimes when you, like me, are stuck on certain colors, and you know my favorite colors, always the turquoise green, always the brown in there, always the white. Well, what you can do is go to this website. So you can put it on pause, the video, and you can write this down. You can go straight to www.colorpalettes.net. But if you put this one in, you're going to go to a page where they show you contrasting colors. And that's sort of what we're looking for when we pour our acrylic paints, because we want those colors to pop. They want to, you know, give some really beautiful contrasting colors. So what these people did, they made these little color palette swatch things. They show you an image, and then next to it you see the colors that are most incorporated in the image. Does that make sense? I hope so. So what you can do then is just go page by page, go through all those color palettes, and you just pick one that really speaks to you. And you don't have to have paint exactly the same tint as what you're seeing. It's just to give you an idea of a color palette that really speaks to you. So when you found one, you could print it out, I guess. Then you go to your colors, your paints, and you pick what comes closest to those colors that you have seen. So that's something you can do, and that's something that I should be doing more, because when you get stuck in a certain sort of colors, you know, you're thinking, oh, I'm making this beautiful stuff, but people are thinking, you know, move on, lady. You are so stuck on those colors. Time to move on. And that's okay to say, because artists really often get stuck in certain colors. And as long as you know, after a while you move on, that's okay, I guess. But I should listen to my own advice, which I will, and do some really weird color palettes. And I'll do that this weekend too. Sort of like this one. This one is something I would never pick out, but it turned out beautiful. And I like the way the pink acts, and I like the really light green, but I would never pick these colors. Now, this one, believe it or not, but this is just my go-to color palette. This is the turquoise green, the Van Dyke brown, the yellowish green, the azo orange, and the yellow, I think it's azo yellow deep. So this is why I love this color palette, is because every time you pour, it comes out differently. So I think that's why I'm stuck on it. But I'll do better this weekend, and I will take my own advice and go here, and I'll go find some really beautiful color palette, and I'll make something that I've totally never used before, and that'll be good. So these are going to go back on the table to dry, because they need a little bit more time to dry. And when I come back from work, I will be doing a pour, like I promised. Nice orange and red colors, I think. Yeah. I want to do something that really pops off the canvas, so that's what I'm going to do. And I have to order big canvases, because someone asked me, you know, I have a big one, but they're not that top quality canvas. But maybe I can do that on there, because I'm not going to be selling them to you guys. You know, that's the you know, downside of this painting, that I can't send those really big canvases to the USA, Canada, nowhere outside of Europe really, because the shipping costs would really that would be so much. And I think I can go to something like 40 centimeters up to 90 centimeters, and then I can send that for about 27 euros, I guess. That's acceptable. But anything bigger, like the really big pours I do, you can't even send them. It would be like the cost of the canvas, and then sending it would be like 10 times as much as the canvas, so you wouldn't like that. Okay. Well, I don't have anything else to show you guys at the moment, because I have to go get dressed and go to work. And I promise I will be back this afternoon, and I will start off with a nice little pour, and I will get all my notes, because I have a lot of notes with all request things on it. So that's what we're going to do. So for now, I want to wish you all a really beautiful, lovely day. And I want to thank you all for the comments you left me last night while I was sleeping. And if you want the Word document, like a lot of people emailed me, and I had so many mails this morning. But if you want the Word document, the new one, just mail me ridderhofart@ziggo.nl, and I'll write it down right here. Just wait a minute, I will write it down. Whoops, I spelled my own name wrong. How about that? ridderhofart@ziggo.nl. There you go. ridderhofart www.ziggo.nl. If you send me a mail, just put in the subject Word doc and I will send it to you as soon as I see it. So thank you all for watching this one, and I hope you finish your coffee. Oh, you should. This is about 15 minutes of babbling. So I had my coffee too, just didn't take a sip. So I'm going to thank you all and see you in my next video, which will certainly 100% be today. Have a good one. Bye-bye.